Hola, welcome to Ida's Kitchen. Bienvenidos. My name is Ida Lugo McAllister and I am going to demonstrate how to prepare Canoas de Plátano Maduro stuffed ripe plantains. Canoas de Plátano Maduro are traditionally prepared with fried ripe plantains filled with seasoned ground beef and topped with shredded cheese. Once the plantains are fried, they are shaped into a canoe before adding the meat mixture. Canoa is the Spanish term for canoe. For this demonstration, I will be using baked ripe plantains and seasoned ground turkey, a much healthier version. The first step is to bake the ripe plantains. The plantains are a member of the banana family, but much thicker and starchier than the familiar banana. This is a ripe plantain. The flesh is still firm and the skin is starting to turn black. With a knife, cut off both ends of the ripe plantain. Place 4 ripe plantains on top of a baking pan lined with aluminum foil and bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately 30 minutes. You can use riper plantains if you so desire. If I exceed 30 minutes of baking time for the plantains in my oven, the flesh will start coming out from both ends of the peel. You don't want that to happen, so periodically check the plantains while baking. You will need 8 ripe plantains for this recipe. However, I will only use 4 ripe plantains for this cooking demonstration. Let's place the plantains in the oven. I will be back in 30 minutes. While the plantains are baking, we can make the meat mixture known as picadillo. You will need 2 special ingredients for the meat mixture: seasoning envelopes with coriander and annatto and sofrito. Sofrito is our parade condiments that is usually prepared in large batches. Here is a recipe on how to prepare sofrito for a single meal and another recipe on how to create your own special blend of seasonings for those individuals that are not familiar with our condiments. The seasoning envelope with coriander and annatto is a special blend of different seasonings, herbs, and spices. Its main purpose is to add color and flavor to our tropical cuisine. This is the Goya brand, but you purchase the brand of your preference. You can also create your own blend of seasonings by mixing the following ingredients into a bowl: 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of light salt, 1/8 teaspoon of ground cumin, and 4 teaspoons of paprika or 4 teaspoons of ground annatto seeds. When a recipe calls for 1 seasoning envelope, add 1.5 teaspoons of the mixed ingredients to your dish. These are the chopped ingredients to make sofrito for a single meal: 1 garlic clove, 1 tablespoon of onion, 2 tablespoons of green pepper, 2 small or medium-sized culantro leaves, or you can substitute with 3 sprigs of cilantro, 1 tablespoon of ají dulce, sweet pepper, or you can substitute with cubinel pepper. We are ready to start preparing the picadillo meat mixture. Since the ground turkey does not release a lot of fat like ground beef, let's pour 1 to 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil into the skillet. 1/2 teaspoon of light salt or to taste, 1/2 teaspoon of oregano leaves, 3 minced garlic cloves, 1/3 cup of tomato sauce, 1½ teaspoons of capers, 8 pimento stuffed green olives chopped or cut into halves, 2 to 3 tablespoons of sofrito made with culantro, 3 sprigs of chopped cilantro, and 2 seasoning envelopes with coriander and annatto to add color and flavor. Stir all the ingredients until well blended. And saute for 3 to 5 minutes over low heat. Before adding the ground turkey, let's stir the ingredients one more time. You can definitely smell the herbs, vegetables, and the spices. We can now add 1 pound of ground turkey. Stir the ground turkey until it is completely coated with the tomato oil-based sauce. Cover skillet with lid and cook over medium-low heat for approximately 3 minutes. After 3 minutes of cooking, stir the meat frequently to obtain a minced or chopped texture by continuing to break up the meat with a spoon. This avoids any clumps from forming since the ground turkey has a tendency to clump together when cooked. Cover skillet with lid and continue cooking for approximately 25 minutes, but this time stirring occasionally. The picadillo meat mixture has been cooking for 25 minutes and it has the uniform minced texture that we are looking for. Place the picadillo meat mixture in a bowl and set aside. I remove the plantains from the oven after baking. They are still hot, so let them cool for approximately 15 to 30 minutes. The next step is to shred 2 cups of Gouda cheese using a flat grater. In Puerto Rico, we consume two different types of Dutch cheese, Edam and Gouda. I prefer to use the Gouda cheese because it melts well due to its high fat content. However, you can use the cheese of your preference. The baked plantains are cool enough to handle but still warm. We can now prepare the stuffed ripe plantains, Canoas de Plátano Maduro. Make a slit lengthwise using a kitchen scissor. And peel the plantain with your hands. We can now shape the baked plantain into a canoe. Make a deep slit lengthwise, leaving at least a 1/4 to 1/2 inch space at both ends. Do not cut through the bottom side of plantain. Gently open wide the slit so we can fill the cavity with the meat mixture. Let's fill the plantain with the meat mixture. And sprinkle the meat filling with shredded Gouda cheese. Continue this process with the remaining baked plantains. Place the Canoas de Plátano Maduro into a glass baking pan 13 by 9 by 2 inches. I am going to place them in the oven to bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 30 minutes or until the cheese is completely melted. I will be back in 30 minutes. It is time to remove the stuffed ripe plantains from the oven after baking for 30 minutes. We just finished baking the Canoas de Plátano Maduro. Look how delicious. Enjoy a healthier version of our stuffed plantain. Let's cut the stuffed plantain in half. So juicy and appetizing. I am ready to taste the stuffed ripe plantains. This is such an awesome, savory dish. The meat mixture is perfectly seasoned with lots of tropical flavors, accompanied with the sweetness of the baked plantains. An excellent combination. Delicious. I hope you have enjoyed watching my YouTube video on how to prepare Canoas de Plátano Maduro, stuffed ripe plantains. Thank you for watching my YouTube cooking video. Please share, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you would like a copy of my cookbook, visit my website, idaskitchenboricua.com, and click on the cookbook tab. My cookbook is a bilingual Puerto Rican cookbook, and it contains 42 authentic Puerto Rican recipes that I learned how to cook while living in Puerto Rico. This side is the English version. If you flip the book over, the other side is the Spanish version. Again, thank you for watching my YouTube cooking video.